Matthew 15, verse 8. This people draweth nigh unto me with their mouth, and honoreth me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. But in vain do they worship me, teaching for doctrines the commandments of men. But in vain they worship me. Cry aloud, spare not. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgression, and the house of Jacob their sins. Yet they seek me daily, and delight to know my ways, as a nation that did righteousness, and forsook not the ordinance of their God. They ask of me the ordinances of justice. They take delight in approaching to God. Where have we fasted, say they, and thou seest not? Wherefore have we afflicted our soul, and thou takest no knowledge? Behold, in the day of your fast ye find pleasure, and exact all your labors. Behold, ye fast for strife and debate, and to smite with the fist of wickedness. Ye shall not fast as ye do this day, to make your voice to be heard on high. Verse 13, if thou turn away thy foot from the Sabbath, from doing thy pleasure on my holy day, and call the Sabbath a delight, the holy of the Lord, honorable, and shalt honor him, not doing thine own ways, nor finding thine own pleasure, nor speaking thine own words, then shalt thou delight thyself in the Lord, and I will cause thee to ride upon the high places of the earth, and feed thee with the heritage of Jacob thy father, for the mouth of the Lord has spoken it. So back to Matthew chapter 15, specifically verse 9, but in vain do they worship me. Sometimes we do that. Sometimes we think we're on the right path. We're going to church, we're reading our Bibles, we praise and worship God, lifting up our hands to Him, tears running down our eyes. He is saying to a lot of us, in vain do they worship me. We may think we're sincere. We may think we're sincere when we're worshiping Him. We're really, our hearts are really involved. We feel the emotions. We cry. We dance. And we believe that we are worshiping God and that it's acceptable unto Him. But He is saying, in vain do they worship me. And why? He says, they draw near me with their mouths and honor me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. When we're not being obedient, when we're not doing His will, and we're not obeying His words, His commandments, all of our worship is in vain. It is for nothing because He doesn't accept it. Just like I read in Isaiah 58. When we're doing things like adultery, hating people, being offended, not forgiving, idolatry, spending time and amusing ourselves with the things of the world more than God. We honor Him with our lips, but our heart is far from Him. And so He says to us, in vain do they worship me. Only through genuine repentance, turning away from the things of the world, coming to Him with clean hands, a pure heart, a pure mind, then will our worship be accepted unto Him. Psalms 24 verse 3. Who shall ascend into the hill of the Lord? Or who shall stand in his holy place? He that has clean hands and a pure heart, who has not lifted up his soul unto vanity, nor sworn deceitfully, he shall receive the blessing from the Lord, and righteousness from the God of his salvation. This is the generation of them that seek him, that seek thy face, O Jacob.